Hi again, everyone, and welcome back to the 2-3 Zone. Tony's Picks look at the WNBA here. One game on tap for Wednesday, August 6th, and I got a couple of fine handicappers here to go over it. But we got a little bit of news that we're going to talk about as well, since we had an off day in the WNBA there on Monday, and we kicked it in with 5 games on Tuesday. But there was one trade as we approach the trade deadline, that should be known as well. But Brittany Sykes is traded to the Seattle Storm in exchange of back the other way. A draft pick, and also we saw Alicia Clark, and we headed to the Mystics. So I think it's just I don't know if it would be the tip of the iceberg, Ron. I don't know. We've seen a few deals so far. You want to analyze that one a little bit? We know that Sykes certainly, look, Austin has kind of led the team with the Sykes off the floor of late, there. But how do you think this will affect those teams?
Yeah, when I saw that and it just came across the wire like right before we're filming this, right? As I saw it come across, it kind of made no sense to me. Why would you pick up another guard for the Seattle Storm? They're getting pounded inside on the boards. They need some rebounding help, and I don't know. I mean, if it makes them better, they think, but I just obviously defense and outside shooting, but they already have that with Erica Wheeler, Gabby Williams. They got Skylar Diggins. It didn't make sense to me, but I think they need something more inside. But hey, good luck to them. It doesn't affect our game tonight, hopefully. So I'm good with it.
Zia Clark goes to Washington as well. Justin Sykes is averaging about 15 and a half points a game, 4 assists, shooting 32% from 3-point range. An all-star, and obviously still one of the best defenders in the league.
Yeah, I don't know how much it's going to affect me tonight. I got the Mystics early. They ain't played yet, but I got them -5.5. Got them yesterday. So, but like, I'm kind of with Ron. Like, unless the Storm knows something that I'm not thinking of, like, why you in a whole bunch of guards? Like, you're not going to get you already don't get no rebounds. So now you're not never going to get no rebounds. So what are you going to say? We just going to run a bunch of guards out here and try to outscore you? But you're going to, it's one and done when you go down there. Like, so I don't know if they punting. I don't know. Like, I'm not a real Brittany Sykes fan. Like, I'm somebody who started off the regular season earlier in the season. I mean, betting her props, and then I stopped because she just like I don't know. Like, she just stopped playing. I don't know if she was unhappy or the discard for the trade or what it was, but and Alicia Clark, like I just didn't understand this whole trade. Like, just like you said, what's wrong with Gabby and Erica Wheeler? Like, I thought that was cool. I love betting Gabby's PRA when she at the crib. I don't know. I didn't understand it, but hopefully the Mystics don't need her tonight.
Yeah, in fact, looking a little bit now here at some of the news since it just broke, it looks like Cook actually just got waived after that. So it was a little bit of dealings in there, I guess, as well. So all right, we'll see what happens with these two. And look, it's a big, Washington. You mentioned. Look, they can't be given up here just yet, I would think, right? They're right on the cusp of the playoffs, and we'll talk about their team that they're chasing here with our matchup here right now. Let's get into it with the Aces on Wednesday here on the road against the Valkyries. Hey, we just saw this game, Ron, the other night. It was a game anyway. It was played. Wasn't very competitive as the Aces took out a little bit of frustration on the Valkyries in a 101-77 win. The second time this season, actually, the Aces have scored 100 points on Golden State. Remember, Golden State, back when they were surprising us, 95-68, they won that first matchup when we said, what is going on here with this new team? Well, we've learned now they're pretty darn good. In fact, it's funny, right? Look where these two teams are in the standings, Ron. The Aces are a half a game ahead of the Valkyries. They're both positioned inside the playoffs, but with Washington on the heels of these two teams, this is an important game. Still, the Aces are favored on the road by 6.5, I guess, because they're so great. And everything. So tell me what's going on here. The Valkyries did get blown out, but remember they were hot. They had won about three in a row before that. So Aces by 6.5, 159.5. Ron.
Yeah, and they got the Aces got their doors blown off, to Minnesota. So, I mean, I would have been on the Valkyries if that wouldn't have happened on Saturday. I'm gonna tell you right now, I would have been on the Valkyries. They've been covering. They look at them at home. They're covering almost 80% of their games at home. This is the Valkyrie spot now. It wasn't on Sunday because of that blowout on Saturday that the Minnesota whipped up on the Aces. But now they're home. They play well at home. The Aces don't lay points on the road very well, and especially not 6.5. And I'm going to go, and I feel that Justin's going to be on that half, so I'm going to take the full game. Give me that. Give me the Valkyries plus 6.5.
All right, Valkyries here, back to work with the Valkyries. We're gonna have to put that last game aside. Justin losing by 24 points. Although I think you guys were talking about too, maybe the writing on the wall a little bit with the Aces maybe they were in the right spot in that game. Now, there is some concern here with some of the Valkyries. They do have some injury concerns into this game. Whether or not it's built into the line, I'm not sure. We know Thornton's been out. That's a long gone talking point. But Monique Billings, she's currently out with an ankle sprain. Tiffany Hayes is questionable here. Xanda Lassini is questionable as well. What do you think here, Justin?
I found this wasn't too hard to cap. It was only one game, and I checked a couple other things just to make sure. But y'all know where I'm at. Ron just said it. Like this the spot. I wasn't. You see, I wasn't on them the last time when they just played. I said it was going to be Aces trifecta. Now I ain't calling for it to be first, but I am on the Valkyries first half. I'll be on there. Whatever the spread's going to be, I'll take it with confidence. And we mentioned in the comments that we're gonna start doing best bets. This is only one game, but this would be my best bet of if it was a 5-game slate. They're just coming off a blowout back at the crib. Valkyries coach, I forget her name off the top of my head, but this is the spot where she coaches up. Like you want her as a dog on the first half, back at home. Just played this team, gave up 100 points. So give me the best bet. Give me the Valkyries first half, whatever best spread you could get.
Yeah, Natalie Nikasi.
Yeah, Nikasi might be the.
That's what it is.
I don't know if you could, there's some other candidates I'm sure that can make a case for Coach of the Year. I don't know how to gauge really what happens, guys, with an expansion team, but feels like I think the whole coaching staff and organization in general might be among the best already in the league. I think that is apparent with how well that they've performed this season and how well they've done. It might be tough to say, hey, your Coach of the Year is a 7th place finisher or something like that, especially when you have some of the top coaches here. You're doing a great job, obviously, this season. So we'll see about that. But I'm going to go with the over here in this one with the Aces and the Valkyries. All 3 games have went over, of course, this season. The last one was 178. We know that other game was 104-102. Remember that one, guys? When the Aces won the game back in mid-July at home in a wild one that Golden State covered. Remember that one? In fact, Golden State's covered 2 of the 3 meetings of this season between the 2 teams. Now, Golden State is a pretty big under team at home. They do a good job defensively, but like I said, all 3 meetings went over, and the blowout by Golden State, not saying they're going to return, come right back and return the favor again. They both have blown each other out once, and then the other game was close. Maybe this one's close. And again, maybe that would lean toward the over because of that. But also that Golden State blowout was also an over at 95-68. That went for 163 points in that one, and the total on that night was 161. Remember, that was very early in the season back in early June. So I'm going to go with the over here with the Aces and the Valkyries. Ron says take the Golden State Valkyries plus 6.5. Justin says rinse and repeat. Golden State first half, and we've taken a bit of a break off of that, and maybe it was appropriate there, Justin. You're off at the right time on a couple of them for sure. So we've got our 3 plays here for the Aces and the Valkyries here on Wednesday night. All right, that's going to do it for the preview of our one game, but we're going to be back in action here coming up here on Thursday with a couple more games. We'll have the guys back here. Justin, we already said you got a premium or a best bet anyway in this game. What's going to be going on Wednesday at Tony's Picks?
The same thing as every day. I'm gonna have premiums. I'm gonna have triple stacks. I haven't looked at the card yet. Well, today's Tuesday, so for tomorrow, for Thursday, I haven't looked at it yet. Got best bet up tonight and triple stacks on both sports today. So waiting to see what happens tomorrow with the Valkyries, and waiting to see what happened with the Mystics tonight, even though I lost Sykes. So, definitely gonna have a premium, definitely gonna do the videos, and I'll have a best bet for the video also.
All right, Ron, we know we're waiting for that big Tuesday slate when we recorded this, but the action for Wednesday and what's going on here this weekend also at Tony's Picks the rest of this week. I know we got some football coming up.
Yeah, I swept the board in CFL, went 4-0 last weekend, so that's doing really well, getting up there on the leaderboard in that. And again, the best bets in the WNBA still rolling here. 28-17 run there. So get on my package for the WNBA the rest of the season. And MLB, I did do a 4-0 yesterday, so finally maybe getting off the schneid there. But baseball has been rough for me. No doubt about that this year, but I'm ready for football. I probably won't have any preseason. I just kind of stay away from it. We got the CFL to take me into college football, so I'll stick with the CFL right now. Some real games that matter to some players out there. So yeah, that's about it. Like I said, we're all doing great. As far as WNBA, for my best bet, you heard it. There's only one game, so we're gonna take the Valkyries plus 6.5. That'll be my best bet for today's show. So, and when we get some more games, you'll get some better looks from us definitely on tomorrow, because we have 3 games tomorrow. So, yep.
Yeah, it should be a good weekend of action here as we head into the NFL preseason. I'll keep you posted with the NFL preseason over at Tony's Picks. I love reading training camp articles and depth charts. So check me out over at Tony'sPicks.com. I'll be involved in the WNBA, Major League Baseball as well. So check us out over at Tony'sPicks.com. Use the promo code TonyT at checkout to save 15% off all premium pick packages from Justin, from Ron, from myself, and all the cappers over at Tony's Picks. All of our picks are profit guaranteed when you subscribe to those short-term one-day packages. We must show a profit, but you get credits back to your account to use with another capper. It's a great feature over at Tony's Picks. You'll always walk off a winner when you come over to Tony'sPicks.com. All right, that's going to do it for Ron Crawford, for Justin Stacks Mcelvy. Thanks for joining us. 2-3 Zone. Back tomorrow with more WNBA action. We'll see you then.